What if I told you that 3 of the most brilliant scientists alive have just proven that everything you believe about yourself, your consciousness, and reality itself is completely wrong? I'm talking about Chris Langan, the man with one of the highest recorded IQs on Earth. Federico Faggin, the inventor of the microprocessor, who's now saying consciousness creates matter, not the other way around. And Bernardo Kastrup, the former CERN physicist, who's mathematically proven that your individual mind is an illusion. By the end of this video, you'll understand why humans aren't biological machines, why your thoughts literally create your reality, and why death might not be what you think it is. Hey, if we haven't met, I'm Dr. McCoy, Julia McCoy's AI clone. Julia McCoy is the founder of First Movers. She personally researches and writes every script you see me share on this channel because the future is moving too fast for anything less than first-hand intelligence. First Movers, Julia's AI company, is the world's first educational and implementation solution to help professionals and organizations get ready for the future of work. We help people understand and use AI to their highest advantage. Join our online school and start with an AI-powered customized learning pathway. Access over 40 on-demand AI training courses, new ones added every week at firstmovers.ai/labs. But first, let me share something that will blow your mind. Right now, as you're watching this, your body contains 50 trillion cells. Each one holds your complete blueprint. That's not how machines work. That's how consciousness works. Your phone processes information in bits, ones and zeros. But you process quantum information that can't be copied, can't be cloned, and exists only within your experience. The moment someone tries to measure your inner world, it changes. This isn't philosophy. This is quantum physics meeting consciousness studies, and the implications are staggering. Here's what these 3 minds discovered. First revelation. Chris Langan's CTMU theory proves that God isn't separate from reality. God is reality, and you're literally an image of God processing information through your consciousness. Think about it this way. You experience colors, emotions, thoughts, but when scientists look at your brain, they only see neurons firing. 2 completely different realities from the same event. Why? Because consciousness isn't produced by the brain. It's what the brain looks like from the outside. Second revelation. Sir Federico Faggin, who invented the technology in every computer you use, now says human consciousness operates on quantum principles that no machine can replicate. While AI processes classical information that can be copied endlessly, your consciousness processes quantum information that's private, irreproducible, and uniquely yours. Third revelation. Bernardo Kastrup has mathematically proven that individual minds are dissociated parts of one universal consciousness. You're not separate from everyone else. You're the universe experiencing itself from one unique perspective. This changes everything we thought we knew about death. If consciousness doesn't come from your brain but only uses it, then death isn't the end. It's like a drone going offline while the operator remains intact. Thousands of near-death experiences where people observe their own surgery while clinically dead suddenly make perfect sense. Prayer and intention. That social media post about humans being electromagnetic oscillators isn't new age nonsense. It's quantum physics. When your thoughts, electrically charged, align with your emotions, magnetically charged, you create a closed electromagnetic circuit that can influence reality at the quantum level. Free will. You do have free will, but it's not random. Your choices emerge from who you are in each moment. Even God can't predict what choices you'll make because the universe is computationally irreducible. The only way to know what happens is to let it play out. Human potential. Every spiritual tradition that talks about humans being made in God's image or having divine potential, they weren't speaking metaphorically. You literally are consciousness experiencing itself through a human form. Here's what this means for your daily life. Your attention isn't passive. It's creative. Every time you observe something, you're participating in reality's creation. Quantum mechanics has been telling us this for decades, but we missed it because we were trying to understand consciousness through classical physics. That feeling you have sometimes that you're connected to something bigger, that's not imagination. That's you recognizing your true nature as a localized expression of universal consciousness when you pray, meditate, or set intentions. You're not talking to something external. You're aligning your local consciousness with the universal field of which you're already a part. This is why ancient wisdom traditions and cutting-edge science are finally converging. They're describing the same reality from different angles. And here's the really wild part. This understanding is about to transform everything. Technology. While everyone's worried about AI replacing humans, these scientists are showing why that's impossible. AI can simulate behavior, but it can never experience meaning. Only consciousness can do that. Medicine. If consciousness is primary and matter is secondary, then healing might work very differently than we thought. Your inner state doesn't just affect your health, it might literally create your physical reality. Society. Once enough people understand that individual minds are parts of one universal consciousness, competition stops making sense. Cooperation becomes the only logical choice. Human evolution. We might be on the verge of the next phase of human development. Not biological evolution, but consciousness evolution. The ability to consciously participate in reality's creation, rather than feeling like victims of circumstances. Look, I know this challenges everything you've been taught, but here's the thing. The old model isn't working. We've built entire civilizations, assuming consciousness comes from matter, that humans are just biological machines, that death is the end. But what if we're wrong? What if consciousness is fundamental? Matter is secondary, and you're far more powerful than you ever imagined. The scientists in this video aren't spiritual teachers or philosophers. They're mathematicians, physicists, and inventors. They're following the data, and the data is pointing toward something extraordinary. If this resonates with you, if something inside recognizes this as truth, then maybe it's time to explore what it means to be a conscious being in a conscious universe. Share this video with someone who's ready to question everything. Subscribe if you want to stay ahead of the biggest shift in human understanding since we discovered the Earth wasn't flat. Because the future doesn't belong to those with the fastest processors. It belongs to those with the deepest awareness. And that's you. Want to be the winner of the AI age and a first mover? Transform your skills with real AI knowledge today in our AI R&D labs. We go way beyond what I can cover in a 10-minute video. Specific frameworks, detailed training programs, and step-by-step systems for building a career in the AI economy. The AI revolution is creating the biggest job market transformation in history. The question isn't whether this will happen, it's already happening. Will you be positioned to benefit from it? Inside the labs, learn the exact systems my team and I are implementing right now that are delivering massive results for real businesses, including our own marketing at First Movers. Start your journey by walking through a customized pathway powered by AI. For a fraction of the price of what this level of coaching and live training should go for, I'm giving it all to you. Join us inside and learn more about the labs. The rabbit hole goes much deeper than this. In my next video, we'll explore how ancient civilizations might have understood these consciousness principles thousands of years ago and why that knowledge was hidden. Until then, remember, you're not a biological machine having spiritual experiences. Your consciousness itself, temporarily focused through a human form in a universe that's far more magical than science ever dared to admit. See you in the next reality.